Opening credits of scientific wonderment. After the last movie, Bruce got Ed Norton plastic surgery, but still feels the need to hide in a South American jungle. Oh, Jennifer Connelly looks like Liv Tyler now? Sam Elliott unconvincingly changes into William Hurt? The plastic surgery epidemic in Hollywood has officially gone off the rails. Movie presses delete on the last Hulk by rehashing new origin story in the opening credits. We made a mistake hiring an arty director like Ang Lee last time. Now let's get the guy who did Transporter 1 and 2. Usually we tell you that a newspaper article doesn't match the headline. But here, I'd like to point out that some local resident claims he saw a green Sasquatch. And investigators seem to think he's telling the truth. Is Ed Norton living in the same house he did in Fight Club?
Okay.
Science guy Bruce Banner decides not to check anywhere else, figuring, that was probably all of it. Real smooth, Bruce. Also, he stopped the production line, but still somehow missed this obvious bottle with blood on it. Is this movie actually going to kickstart its plot by saying someone drinks the tiniest bit of Bruce's blood and gets gamma poisoning?
Martina.
The power of boners will make you decide a hot girl is worth potentially blowing your Hulk secret for.
Não me deixa conforme.
You know what, that's pretty funny. And it might make sense if we were in America and a foreigner got hungry and angry confused. But in Portuguese, hungry and angry are like way different words, man. Chemistry, things, boredom. I just sent my blood to some stranger I don't know face. Also, how did this relationship ever form? Is there some kind of dark web on the internet for renegade gamma scientists? Do you post a Craigslist ad asking for help with your gamma radiation project and just hope the one other dude alive that can help you seize it? Stan Lee! Oh wait, that pulls me out of the movie! Also, if this is Stan Lee in the rebooted Hulk movie, which erases the last Hulk movie, then who was that Stan Lee in the previous Hulk movie? How can both Stan Lees coexist? This fort is named after my penis, but without my permission. And I don't need to read any potential responses back from you, so f*** off, guy who's trying to help me. Also, Bruce hits 5 keys on the keyboard, and nothing is on screen. And then he hits 5 more keys for a total of 10 key presses to type home. These military guys must have taught the Fast and Furious guys when it comes to covering all the exits in a Brazilian slum. Well, you know what? Maybe don't do sexy, undressy stuff in front of an open window, huh? Also, she just happens to be the same hot girl Bruce nearly hulked out over earlier.
Do not lose him!
Unnecessary orders. It was inevitable this would end up on rooftops, wasn't it? I mean, damn. How many times do we need to see this? I'm trying to escape product placement. Oh, come on. It's like Bruce's escape route is tailored to make him run into every minor character from the factory. How is his heart beating 187 times a minute and he still hasn't turned into the Hulk yet? His body is made up of such supposedly volatile stuff that Stan Lee couldn't even enjoy his Brazilian soda without getting gamma radiation from a tiny drop of blood. Jesus, this escape takes him to the factory. Movie is nostalgic about its first 15 minutes.
No, computer! Oh! No, give me that!
Give me that. I honestly don't care if the special effects are bad. Please stop cutting away from Hulk every chance you get. This happened in the last Hulk, and all we saw was confused reaction shots, and it's annoying as hell. Look, Jaws got lucky. It's not like every movie needs to follow the Jaws model when it comes to showing the monster. Asshole Soldier went to the Prometheus school of running away from things and never once takes any of his side street options. The super trained Russian badass is an awful shot. Movie misspells the number 0.
¿Dónde estoy?
En Guatemala.
This asshole went on a rage journey 3,000 plus miles from Brazil to Guatemala? Jesus. Movie acknowledges the old TV show Incredible Hulk theme song, but in the show it was David Banner and not Bruce, and the last movie had David and Bruce. So with those things and the second Stan Lee, my whole world is being blown up right now. Reboot says, you know, the flashbacks in the first movie weren't so bad, so let's keep doing those. This is actually the script of this movie back here on this green wall.
Banner's work was very early phase. He thought he was working on radiation resistance. I would never have told him what the project really was.
Excuse me? Why do you have a scientist work on the Captain America serum and tell him he's working on radiation resistance? How do you hope to get what you want if the scientist is testing for something else? Plus, why do you get good scientists to do this when you can easily pay for evil guys? Is this even relevant anymore? Bruce risks a lot just to catch a glimpse of his lady. He's literally got to be like 50 yards from some kind of military secret service, right? Jesus, the power of boners.
He's a head shrink.
That's racist. Hey, there's Lou Ferrigno playing a security guard again. This guy used to be the Hulk, but in 2 Hulk movies with different origin stories, he's Paul Blart. Man, that's 2 people he's bribed with pizza. Movie suggests pizza is a better bribe than money. Movie reinforces a stereotype that you can easily guess computer passwords of people you used to f*** a long time ago. Norton Antivirus becomes, in this movie, the very kind of adware their core product promises to stop. Antivirony! Also, Ed Norton is using Norton Antivirus. The anti-irony is strong with this one. Betty Ross and her new boyfriend just happen to show up after hours to the pizza place where Bruce is.
I got nothing but marinara now.
Oh, I got up, Mr. Pink, please.
Would you settle for a Mr. Orange? Mr. Pink isn't in this movie. This was basically Ty Burrell's role before Modern Family. He'd always be the nice guy who took the main character's girl and had no chance to keep her because everything he did and said screamed rebound. Hey look, it started raining just at the time the movie started getting emotional. Somehow in this big-ass city, she found the one man walking in the pouring rain who was also Bruce Banner. Phew. Also, isn't she surely being followed by paranoid Patriot Act Dad's henchmen?
I want you to come with me now.
Too much pressure.
It's our data. I got in there before they carted it all away.
How? You were in the hospital after the incident. Did they wait until your recovery to start taking stuff out of the lab?
I don't understand why we can't just go in there together and talk to him.
You don't?
What?
Military guys continue to be awful at their job. Give everything away before the operation starts. You know, how many times does this guy have to get shot before you just say, F it, and stop wasting the ammo? Yeah, that should work. To be fair, it was useless with bullets too. Hulk chases after Blonsky instead of just running away, which he obviously can do in a blink after running that 3,000-mile craziness at the beginning of the movie.
Where's the gunship?
Does it matter? No, some serious shit just went down. Time to start raining.
You did the right thing calling us.
How did this guy know that Bruce was with Betty? Sure, he may have suspected earlier that she was looking for Bruce, even though that's pretty far-fetched too. But how does that translate into, I know for a fact she found him later when driving through the rain, he spent the night, and they're definitely going to the university the next day? If you knew all that, they could have snatched up Bruce while he was sleeping at Betty's house. No need to take you to the hospital. We'll see what nature can do for your smoke inhalation and unconsciousness. Also, whoever owns rain machines made a killing on this movie. Man, I never realized before making these Sins videos how much the Hulk resembles King Kong in terms of story beats. Well, they didn't really get the CGI any better this time out, did they? Shiny Hulk is shiny. No matter where Hulk decides to relieve stress, he always finds the place with the peaceful waterfall. Hulk throws a boulder at God. Hulk freaks out over a thunderstorm because that's never happened before when he's been Hulk, apparently. This is basically the same Hulk bullshit we dealt with in the first movie, only less shots of trees and fungus. It's almost like Universal blamed all the Ang Lee shit for the failure of the last movie, and none of the other stuff we didn't like. Is this supposed to be a surprise? I mean, nobody said this guy was dead, and we kind of figured the serum would give him extra powers. So what's with the horror movie villain cliche? Bruce, I'll get a room. You just stay here by the Coke machines, okay?
I just had to get my data back.
You ate it?
This guy swallowed a flash drive, and his stomach acids didn't destroy the thing, or make it inoperable? Wah, wah.
Sophomores Jack McGee and Jim Wilson witnessed some of the battle.
Jack McGee is a sophomore in college in this story? What is this, Incredible Hulk babies?
McGee, who happens to be a reporter for the campus paper, captured this on his cell phone.
The footage the news happens to show is nothing. Sure, he captured exactly what the news shows, but are they saying he turned his camera off and didn't get actual footage of the Hulk?
Wait.
Come on, are we saying now that sex causes the guy to Hulk out? You're making me horny. You wouldn't like me when I'm horny. Also, it took all sorts of nonsense to get Bruce to 200 beats per minute earlier in the movie. Now we're going to include sex as things that get your heart rate to Hulk-changing levels?
I can't get too excited.
Tell me in all those months in Brazil you didn't masturbate once? Have a nocturnal emission? My God, man, that might be the problem.
Sir, it's Blonsky.
I won't tell you what it's about. Just get over to the emergency room and be stunned by the dramatic reveal.
Good to see you back on your feet, soldier.
He's sitting down.
How are we gonna get where we need to go on $40 and no credit cards?
That's the exact same question that launched CinemaSins, actually.
The aliases Mr. Green and Mr. Blue have been added to the SHIELD operations database.
Bruce decides to title his message something very easy for any spying security agency to find. Okay, so he swallowed this fucking flash drive and stomach acid did nothing and the thing still works. Fine. But this is 2008, and he's in bumfuck Smoky Mountains countryside at a rundown gas station, and he found a computer with working internet access and a fucking USB port on the keyboard? Why are you documenting your fugitive run from the law like it's a damn honeymoon? I'm assuming this is a secret place anyway, so why the privacy curtain? For drama, maybe?
Me in a metal tube deep underground with hundreds of people in the most aggressive city in the world.
Right. Let's get a cab.
F you. Like you're going to encounter 1975 New York down in the subway. But damn, are we saying you have no control over this beast anymore? You took all those breathing classes and everything. Also, of course, movie unearths the long-forgotten crazy cab driver drives crazy and is crazy cliche. Welcome back, old friend. We haven't missed you. Why hasn't the military swarmed this office already? They know who Mr. Blue is, and they know Bruce is coming to meet him. So what's the freaking holdup?
Oh, come on. Graduate students.
Hitting the machine makes it work cliche.
The dialysis machine will mix the antidote with your blood.
Things I should have told you before strapping you to this table. But let's just do this by the seat of our pants, shall we?
It's hard to know because none of our test subjects ever survived.
How is this a surprise? You mean Dr. Stearns has been experimenting with Bruce's blood without ever mentioning any of the experiments he conducted? And it's not like he's being secretive. He's like, come on back to my lab full of your blood, where we've been studying gamma magic.
Bruce, this is all you. You didn't send me much to work with, so I had to concentrate it and make more.
Wait, is that possible? You can make gallons of my blood from one tiny sample? The f*** is the Red Cross still doing blood drives for then? punch to black cliche.
The mixture could be an abomination.
You know, like what we'll call you as your proper name once you become that. General Ross flew off once the mission was done, but leaves his bio-soldier to run around unchecked, so Stearns can inject him with even more gamma goofiness. Footsie. Seems like you wouldn't allow a prisoner, especially like Bruce, to do this, but okay. Tender moment is tender. Movie suddenly turns into a more expensive Cloverfield. Also, gotta love that villain has the same powers as the hero bullshit Marvel did the same year with Iron Man. Yep, he fell in a way that Bruce's blood drops are going to land precisely on his tiny open wound. This movie is a dick.
General, you should hear this.
You should come take a look at this cliche. Yeah, I know he said here, but same thing.
The Hulk is in the streets!
That's impossible. You get a hold of yourself, young man.
Come on, like a soldier is going to make that shit up. Also, stop acting like it's impossible if you just raided a lab owned by a guy who was studying Hulk blood and you have an imbalanced soldier out there. Apollo Theater and movie both experience amateur night at the same time. Yep, that actually is Omar, Michael K. Williams from The Wire, playing, I kid you not, Harlem Bystander, years after The Wire had premiered. The fuck? So was this Blonsky's lifelong dream when he got this kind of power? Go on a rampage in New York? He can do almost anything he wants, and it's do what the Cloverfield monster and Godzilla has done?
You think a rifle's gonna hurt that?
I don't know. That's the first time any soldier has ever asked that in these movies. It's apparently not a Marvel movie if someone isn't free-falling to Earth from high in the sky above. Yeah, but his human body crashed through the street. How did he Hulk out after he definitely died from that fall? How does he even remember why he's here? Why isn't he fleeing or looking for hot chicks or something? Well, someone saw Matrix Revolutions.
Use that thing, soldier. Give him some help. Which one? Help the green one, damn it. Which one do you think?
God damn it. General Ross is one of the most brain-dead characters I've ever witnessed. Everyone survives this. Well, this isn't exactly rotating around the Earth to turn back time, but it might as well be. Hulk stops the raging fire with his mighty wind clap. It probably should have also knocked the helicopter off the roof, it was so forceful, but f*** it. Betty doesn't think Abomination should be killed, for some reason. Who are all these people, especially this mom and her kid, going to the place where two giant green things are causing mass destruction everywhere they go? Yeah, better get a closer look at that. Wait, did he want to turn into the Hulk right now? But why? He's in British Columbia, and the only thing he can rage against there is Wolverine. Also, since this movie is canon within Marvel's The Avengers, how does this asshole end up in Calcutta? Ah, The Incredible Hulk, the one movie in the Marvel Universe to actually put that post-credit scene at the end of the actual movie instead. I could kiss this movie for doing what every other movie should have done. Problem with this is, it makes the movie official Marvel canon, which is bad for a whole bunch of reasons.
What if I told you we were putting a team together? Who's we?
Yeah, Tony, that's a classic pronoun game. Nobody in the whole audience knows this we you're talking about, or is 1.5 billion worldwide interested in seeing such a thing.
You're dead to me, boy. You're more dead to me than your dead mother.
This is Brazil.
Do it our way. Nothing's gonna turn us back now. Straight ahead.
I can't bring myself to regret the decision to leave home. I would miss Phoenix. I'd miss the heat.
No touching.
What's your favorite dish? I'm not gonna cook it, but I'll order it from Zanzibar.
I know now why you cry. But it's something I can never do.
Now I'm gonna count to 3. If you don't open that case, I'm gonna unload in your f***ing face.
Motherfucker! It hit me in the ear!
Here's a question the comics probably answer, but I'm too lazy to research. If Bruce doesn't shave, does he sometimes have a Hulk beard? And if so, wouldn't all the individual hairs grow in width and size, but also in distance apart from one another, making it an odd pufferfish of a beard? Or would a bunch of new pores and hairs appear to help cover the now much larger Hulk face? Regardless, I know the folks at Harry's have shaving products that could handle the hulkiest of beards. I've tried it myself, and you can too at harrys.com using the special code for our fans, CinemaSins. You'll get $5 off your first purchase.
It's actually, I'm not even mad. That's amazing.
The convenience and affordability of Harry's is obvious.
Duh.
But it's an added bonus that the razors are of such fine quality.
This is Valyrian steel.
So whether you make facial hair choices for reasons of style, masculinity, or plain old laziness like me, Harry's has all kinds of great razors and other shave products they will be happy to ship to your door for a crazy good price.
It's amazing! It's amazing! It's amazing! It's amazing!
Learn more or sign up today and get $5 off your first order at harrys.com using the code CinemaSins.
What are you waiting